Greetings, Earthlings. It is Jasmine, aka Jay Lovelii here, your accountability coach and ghetto psychologist, and it is my life's purpose to help Black people navigate this patriarchal system of white supremacy. I'm finna talk about a lot of stuff today. I'm about to talk about a lot of stuff today, and at the top of the docket is going to be this whole Nicki Minaj and Trump Nigeria thing. And the reason I think it's very important for us to talk about this is for a plethora of reasons. Number one, yes, I must make it about me because this is my channel. I should have robbed you. So this is my book. My book. And y'all, excuse me because I've been using this book to edit. I got some other copies and things coming, of course. Yo, I'm so proud of this book. I'm so proud of this work. My book coming out, the official date of pre-order. Hold on, let me make sure I'm right because I gotta look at my calendar. Let me look at my calendar and make sure I know. I tell y'all the real tea. January 16th? Yeah, January 16th is going to be when this is on pre-order. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you look this book up, you might find it on Amazon, but it's not the final copy. So if you buy it, the message is gonna still be good. You might even think it's stellar. But I still got one more edit to do before I completely release this out into the wilderness and be done for sure. Um, Yeah, I already told you what this book is going to be about. I'm going to read an excerpt coming up very soon. It's not no rush, not no rush, because we is just in the end of November, and it's not going to be really released until February, mind you. But the pre-order is going to be open January 16th. So, y'all, Thorn to the Eye, a Black person's guide for unplugging from the system. And when I say the system, I'm talking about this entire fucking world. This whole world is a system. You need to unplug from the world. Like the Christian folks say, you need to not be worldly. Lean not into your worldly desire. Anyway, that's one part of it, right? And I'm talking about religion very much so in this book. I'm talking about a lot of different things from romance to religion to parenting to almost everything that makes humans human. I say about 90%, maybe 80 to 90%, depending on who you ask. That's one reason I want to talk about the Nicki Minaj thing. And then another is just the way in which we are being bamboozled. And she is just the mascot. Yet again, we have a stupid, yes, stupid, because I've been talking about Nicki for the last few months, and I'm the writings they're on the wall. I said in July that she is putting the nail in her coffin, and she is. And I just recently looked at the speech maybe a day or two ago, and I was just like, Barb, she's Barb this, Barb that. Yes, my Barb is my Barb's. I love you guys. But you are supporting Trump. You went to the United Nations as Trump spokesperson, spokeslady. You were, oh, my president, meat eating, de-rioting, de-licking, de-sucking. That is what Nicki Minaj did. And why, under all the administrations that Nicki has been relevant in, did she choose this administration to publicly, with her chest, support? And the thing is this, what's going on in Nigeria is not towards the Christians. It's towards everybody. Y'all gotta know that the US only wanna put their motherfucking nose and shit when they can benefit. When it's an advantage. I'm sorry, I gotta take my watch off. When it's an advantage. That's the only reason that we are in Nigeria's business. They got some shit we want. And it's just as simple as fucking that. This is the way these motherfuckers, the OFAs, this is how they work. They've been doing it. History is not new. It's always repetitive. And they're going to use somebody to distract us as an enemy. The difference is now, it's 2025. We should know 2024 was the beginning of the veil unlifting of what this world really is. 2025, everything is out in the open. There is no lies anymore. You ought to know that this US government, every government is corrupt. It's evil. It capitalizes off our suffering. And this is every single government, all the centralized government. Because we as the people, do we really need government? And I know people are like, oh, anarchy. You are an anarchist. I can't say I'm wholly an anarchist, but I am against feeling like somebody has to rule over me. Bitch, I'm sovereign. I don't need nobody to tell me what to do, to use my money and tell me what it needs to go towards. I don't need anybody to do that I don't trust. And I don't trust one politician. I used to be a very pro vote advocator. And you see, even in this book, I mentioned whether you, as a black person, whether you vote or not, in this system, God forgive me. And if I'm wrong, Lord, please reveal to me that I'm wrong. But y'all, what's the point anymore? And I have voted ever since I could vote. Midterms. If I pulled up how many times I voted, because they show it now, you'll be like, oh bitch, you been on it. I be on it. But for what? The Democrats are not on our side. They're not gonna save us. And if you know the history of this country, you already know that the Democrats, who were used to be the Republicans, kind of like a party swap, them motherfuckers ain't never been on our side, right? Because back in the day, in the Civil War, Reconstruction time, you as a black person was Republican. You were a Republican. All of the black congressmen were Republican in that time. You would have been Republican because the Republicans were the ones who wanted, it was twofold, right? Because the Republicans always been about their money, but they were about their money in a way that they wanted black people, they wanted the black dollar in the system. But when they realized, oh hey, this black person is only three fifths of a person. How in the fuck are they the majority? Even though we were the majority in numbers, I want y'all to understand this. If you don't know shit else, always know this. We were the majority. We were in the majority. When they put the three-fifths rule in place, we, black people, were the fucking majority. But I had to stop that, right? Because what's the point anyway of us being the majority if we can't even vote? So they did what they did. And now here we are, 2025, you got dummies like Nicki Minaj going to bat for people or a person in particular, Trump, who is so anti all the things that she's supposed to be for. Now, let me say this. There's some ulterior motives going on. We all know. Just like Trump got a motive in implicating Nicki, Nicki got a motive. What that motive is, I have no idea. It could be for her brother, could be for her fucking nasty ass brother, nasty ass husband. Who knows, right? But the point is, like I said, the nail is going to be in her coffin. I don't know if I could just see all the way. Oh, that's a. Hmm. I'm sorry, y'all, to do that because I keep seeing something in my nose, and I'm trying to figure out it's a booger or what. Girl, it's just my damn nose. You see all up through my fucking brain. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Anywho, but yeah, so she's just a disappointment. And if anybody's still a barb in 2025, you're crazy. You're delusional. Especially if you are a gay barb, because most of y'all are gay. I don't fuck with Nicki. I never, let me see this. Let me say this the right way. There was a point where I was like, okay, I gave Nicki her props for who she was. And you'll see it in my past videos. I'm not even gonna go too far. I listen to Nicki's music, used to. Now you can't really pay me too much to pay to listen to her music unless it just play on a playlist. I'm done with her. I'm done with her. We're done. So I say all of that to say, first of all, let's get back into the whole Nigerian Christian thing and what she was saying about Christianity and the freedom to practice your religion it's very interesting that she picks Nigeria to speak about this with when there's Israel and Gaza going on still, where they are trying to really make it seem like the Muslims, yet again, they trying to make it seem like the Muslims are the attack. If you know real history, if you know real history, then you fucking know. Muslim people have never been the ones to start attacks. Even back in ancient times when Islam was the primary religion in Africa. I hope y'all do know that that happened, right? Because the Arabs was the first ones to try to enslave the black Africans. I want you to know that too. But when there was a time where it was the majority, Muslim people didn't care about trying to restrict Christians or Jewish people. They let them practice their religion. Want to know when it switched? They did a switcheroo. It was the Reconquista. And I'm talking about this in this book. The Reconquista. It started with the Holy Wars, and the Christians started it because they wanted control over the Iberian Peninsula. Peninsula. Christianity goes hand in hand with colonialism. It goes hand in hand with colonization. It is the white man's religion. Now, did it start off as the white man's religion? We know it didn't start off like that, but from the beginning, though, and I know it sounds weird to say it didn't start off like that, but from the not the very, very start, but still when it started getting popular, when Christianity started spreading, they didn't want black people in leadership roles within Christianity. I'm not telling y'all no motherfucking lies. I done did so much research. It's all in this book. Every source you can think of is in the back of this motherfucker. Hold on, let's get all the way to the back. Look at this. Look at this. Sources. Sources upon sources. I've used probably 50 fucking sources, maybe even more, to create this book. Y'all can't fuck with me. So no, we're not gonna do that. Cause I be hearing the responses in y'all brains when y'all hear these things. Nobody has committed more evil than a Christian person. God have to strike me down and make me a believer. Nobody's committed more evil than a Christian person. The serial killers, half of them be Christians. And I just watched the movie show, whatever, on Wayne John Gacy, whatever the fuck that bitch name. And literally, all they do is just tell them, hey, if you want to be saved, you can just go out here and kill a whole million people. But as long as you profess Jesus as your savior, you're going to heaven. Do we really want to believe that? Am I supposed to believe that me and my good heart, I'm going to be up there in heaven with somebody who killed 30, 40, 50 little boys? Y'all got me fucked up. You got me. You got me fucked up. So no, nobody does more evil than a Christian person. Y'all ain't convinced me yet. I ain't seen it yet. No more. No, nope, nope. And before y'all be like, well, Muslims be blowing themselves up. Christians be blowing up you. All right, I'm done. I ain't gonna. They do though. They be blowing up your black ass because you more than likely a black person watching me. They be blowing your black ass. The old phase, they Christians. What you think they were doing to us? Yeah. So enough about that, right? But I need y'all to understand that Christianity, first of all, it's not even supposed to be what we practicing. So we talking about Nigeria, and y'all making it seem like it's a Christian versus Muslim thing when it's not really the truth. All you gotta do is research. Um, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem I always have with you fucking humans. It's always a problem. Because first of all, y'all hive minded as fuck. Y'all follow whatever you want to follow. You follow whomever you like. You don't follow who has the knowledge. You don't follow who has the experience. You don't follow who has the morals. You follow who you like. Take that how you want. Anyway, so moving on from that, because like I said, I got a lot to talk about. Let's talk about Summer Walker. And the reason I'm talking about all of these things, they're all relevant. I talk about women like her. In this book, I talk about romantic romance. I talk about gender. I talk about, girl, it's over 250 pages, like 260 something. You know I'm talking shit in that book. So I'm bringing up Summer, and I'm bringing up all of these things because it always goes back to what I have a problem with when it comes to humanity. Summer Walker. Summer Lachelle Walker. I don't know if that's her name, but that's her name the motherfucking day. Do y'all know this girl? This girl stressing me out. This girl literally went to a man who she knows is taken. Rich the kid. I don't even know who the fuck these people is. And I'm gonna tell you, I ain't really follow a lot of the story because I'm not on social media very often. But I was talking to one of my best friends about this shit. And she just let me in on some of the stuff that was going on. 'Cause I knew what was happening, but I didn't know all of the minor details. Um, this girl, just to make it as simple as possible, she threw herself basically at a taken man. And she didn't like the backlash. She didn't like that number one, she was rejected by that man, by said man. And two, the other lady, the main or the girlfriend or the wife, however you want to call her, whomever she is, she's pretty though. I seen a picture of her. Again, I don't know these people now. I just randomly find out it was Rich Kid. I don't even know who that is, but I know who Summer Walker is. So the girl came out and just told what the fuck Summer was up to. And here come ditzy ass bird bird bath Summer Walker. Such a fucking disappointment. And again, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me preface with this disclaimer, because I know a lot of people will hear the things that I say in the way that I say them and be like, "Ooh, you judgmental." I judge. I judge, but I don't judge in a way where I think I'm better than anybody. I judge people in a way that I can connect, and it makes me more accountable to either one, the older version of myself that used to think like some of y'all still do, and two, to not ever think like that again. Now, I would never have done what Summer did, but I can't act like I don't understand the psyche behind why she's behaving the way that she is, not only as a psychologist myself, but just as a woman, a black woman who's experienced a lot of heartbreaking pain. Not all the men I've dealt with were heartbreaking pain, because I have to preface with that too. Because a lot of women, a lot of men, people, they think that every situation you've been in was a heartbreak. But I've experienced a lot of heartbreak, regardless. Cause I be busy. I ain't dating now, but I used to date, and I'm 36 years old. I've been dating since I was like 15. So you do the math. Um, I can't act like I don't understand some of what she doing. Don't mean I agree with it whatsoever. But I'm gonna break it down a couple ways, right? Summer is 29. She's gonna be 30 next year. August. I mean April. I'm sorry, my birthday in August. April of next year, she's gonna be 30. 30 years old, and that's still fairly young. I'm like I said, I'm 36. I still consider myself young. I'm older than her. And I wouldn't say I'm like significantly older, but I'm old enough that I can just be like, girl, we don't need to do that, right? She has three children with two men, a slew of public relationships where she basically got played in her face and everybody was able to witness it. And at this point, she's so broken. She's so broken. Summer Walker is broken, y'all. She is broken. Um, I it's like I want to feel bad for her, but at this point in my life, I find it very difficult to feel bad for some certain kinds of women, certain types of women. And this is why, like I said earlier today, I was talking to my best friend about this whole situation. And I read Summer Walker years ago. I was like, Summer Walker is not the type of girl I would want to hang around. Yes, I love her music. I do love her music. She does. I like her personality from what I see. Right, I still don't know the bitch, but she's not a girl I would hang around because I don't hang around bird brain bitches. I don't hang around bitches who are male centered, not to that extent, because we can't. I will never act like women in general are not male centered. A lot of women are just male centered. There's levels to it, right? Got some on the high spectrum. Them bitches I can't deal with. I pay them dust. Them the women I might put my hands on because they are crazy when it comes to other women. And then you got the lower end, which I could consider myself lower end. Like I only care about my man. I don't care about men in general. I care about my man. So male centered in that type of way, right? So when you have that wide range of spectrum, and you as a woman, you dealt with all women in the spectrum. I can't deal with Summer Walker. She is on the higher end of the spectrum. She's not the highest end. Well, she might be now. At first she was more on the not kind of high, but not the apex, if you will, not the highest. But she was high mid range, right? Medium high. Now I think she might be all the way at the top. But anyway, the way she's male centered, it has cost her. And this is the tale of most pick me women. Pick me women go from this super good girl to I'm just gonna be bad. I'm gonna be bad, but you're not being bad towards men. You're being bad towards other women. And it's probably like this mindset of what I'm picking up on with her is this mindset of, well, all of these bitches was fucking my man, so it's my turn. Which is the worst mindset for a woman to have after she's been hurt by men because you're not hurting the men, you're hurting other women and yourself. And yourself. You're hurting yourself. Because Summer is not even cut like that. You talking about some you a proud side bitch. You not cut like that. I know women who really do this side bitch shit. I'm gonna be straight up 100% honest with y'all. I have been a side bitch. But one thing about it, and two things for certain, I would never do what she did. I'm not reaching out to the other woman. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I'm not caring. And the thing is this, Summer cares because if she didn't care, she would have never even reached out to that man. And then for you to reach out, put yourself out there, get rejected, and then try to play like he ain't really worth what you pursued him for. So we go from, oh, I wanna oh, I'm sorry, something caught my attention. We go from you wanna fuck with him because he got money, but you got money and you probably got more money than him. So what are we doing exactly? What are we doing? Besides trying to hurt another woman? Besides trying to feed that bruised ego in you? And this is what I another problem I have with the spiritual girl is because I think Summer's supposed to be 𝐸𝐼. And my problem with you is where your baba why who is letting you talk do these things? Who under whose tutelage? O'Shawn would never. This is not goddess like behavior. First of all, you ain't a goddess would never approach a man and proposition him for shit. Bitch. Men approach us and they don't, and if they not coming with an offering, you dip. And if you don't dip, what you do is you use him in a way you see fit. And if she wanted to just fuck the man, why are we going through all of these things just to do something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like my whole mindset is how you move. It's not even what you do so much, it's how you do it. Okay, because we live in a world. And like I said, I'm gonna keep it funky. I don't like the whole side bitch and main bitch thing, honestly. But in my book, I talk about poly relationships. I am very pro poly in the sense of I think that it should be considered in every relationship. That should be one of the first conversations you have. Are we monogamous or are we not? Everybody assumes to be monogamous immediately, right? But the problem with it is, so again, Summer is not the type of woman who, and you can tell through her music, you can tell through all the shit she's been through. You're not the type of woman that you can share. You didn't want to share London. You was his fourth baby mama. Why you couldn't share him? That was the nigga you should have shared. If you was gonna share a nigga, so you want to share somebody else, nigga, not your nigga. How does that work? You can't be like that, right? You can't be that type of woman because all you're doing is bringing back that same energy that you're trying to avoid. And you think that you're in control. See, that's one of the main things. Like she's moving like this because she wants to feel like for once she's in control. For once she wants to feel like she can get over on a man because they be getting over on her so much. It's because you're desperate, booze, because they smell the desperation on you. You bitches, and when I say you bitches, I'm talking about all of y'all, especially the ones who act like Summer. You bitches need to learn to be alone. It's really so simple. I don't get. Let me not lie, because again, I said that I was not going to act like I'm better than y'all, because it was a point in my life. It's just when I think about how I am in comparison, though, the level of it, the level, I'm never nearly as bad as you motherfuckers. And I thank God, because I be like, damn, bitch, I was fucked up. But then I see how fucked up y'all is, and I just thank God again for my level of fucked up. Because y'all level of fucked up, I can't even touch. My brain wouldn't even let me be like that. Praise him. So I just, for me, it's harder at her age. Let me put it like that. At her age, it's harder for me to understand what are we doing in 30? Acting like that. What are we doing? Like this is early 20s. This is teenage years. You know what I'm saying? This is then. This is what I was doing then. 6 years ago, I was not moving like that. Now, damn sure ain't moving like that. So I'm just trying to get the psyche, right? Something is going on with Summer. And like I said, a part of me feels bad, but another part of me don't. And the main reason why I don't feel bad is because women like her think they're better than other women. They think they have it, what it takes to make a man do what they want them to do. But she ain't never got a man to do what the fuck she want them to do. And this is what be so funny because it's like you over here talking to this lady like, well, girl, if you was doing what you was supposed to be doing, he would marry you or something. Well, some stupid shit she said. Girl, you ain't never been married and you done popped out 3 kids for these niggas. And they played you in public in your face. You went with Lil Meech and he played you in public in your face. So if we're gonna rate something, if we're rating, because a lot of you women do this, you like to use a like correlate a woman's value to how a nigga treat her. Girl, y'all are sick. Y'all sick. Cause I could never. And y'all would be like, well, girl, your pussy must not be good. Cause why would he do that? Girl, he's a man. Pussy could be etched in gold. Niggas be having the best girlfriends, best looking, best pussy, best every fucking thing. But because something is wrong with him on the inside, he's missing something. He goes out here, he does what he does. It ain't even always got something to do with the woman. And that's what that mindset y'all got to stop. And that's my main thing that pissed me off about her. Like, you are spirit. You supposed to be spiritual. You supposed to be intelligent. Summer's not smart. I thought she was. I thought she was smarter than that. But she ain't smart, bro. She's not smart, bro. And I wash my hands with a lot of these celebrities. Like, last year, 2024, maybe even before that, but 2024 for sure. I was just like, there's no celebrity that I want to meet, and just like, and when I say want to meet, it's like, well, the people that I do want to meet, they're popular. I don't know. Well, they kind of are kind of like on celebrity status, but they're not the type of celebrity, like they're not Hollywood. That's the word I'm looking. They're not Hollywood, but they're celebrities. But it's not too many that I want to meet, and the ones that I want to meet, they talk like how I talk. So yeah, they definitely would be on my side about this. And it's just still, even still with her, it's like I just never would have thought it was that bad. I've always knew she was a ditzy broad. I always knew Summer Walker was a ditzy broad. Despite me loving her music, I'm definitely a person who could separate the artist from their art when it comes to that. I don't always separate the artist with their artist, and that's for you motherfuckers that still listen to R. Kelly. I can't listen to an R. Kelly song without feeling sick. Let me tell y'all something real quick, sidebar. A R. Kelly song came on, where was I at? Damn, I can't remember where the fuck I was at. But it came on, oh, one of my cousin's parties. And this was earlier this month. R. Kelly song came on, and the room just it sucked the energy out of the room. And it wasn't like one of his popular songs. The one "Step in the Name of Love," "Contagious." It was I don't even know what it was. It barely even played. Probably played for like the first minute, and then I was just like, "Can we?" I'm the only one that spoke up, but everybody felt the energy. I was like, "Can we turn this shit?" Everybody like, yeah. Yes. Because I want y'all to understand now, I think people are starting to get it. You can't listen to R. Kelly without realizing he was talking about children. He was not talking about fucking grown women. Because that was not his preference. I ain't saying that he wasn't fucking grown women. I'm just saying who he preferred, younger women, almost children, if not a child. And 15 is still a child to me. I don't care if she fucking or not. Still a child. So I can separate the artist from the artist of that. But let's move on to the next thing, and then I'm trying to keep this a little bit tight. I'm gonna talk about Megan Thee Stallion real quick, and then I'm gonna end on that note, and I'm gonna talk about some more stuff on the next video. Y'all, Megan Thee Stallion is wasting these people fucking time. I started not even follow this case, but I didn't never follow like the Tasha K case, so I always want to see certain parts of the law so that I can kind of protect myself because I am somebody who likes to give my opinions. And freedom of speech is consistently been on the line, especially with this Drake case earlier this year, and then now with Megan and Milagro Grams or Malago, whatever the fuck her real last name is, right? And I want y'all to, I want to, first of all, like I said earlier, I don't like celebrities as a whole. I don't really care about them as a whole, so I'm not going to be like, I love Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not biased when it comes to them. They're just humans to me. I do not care. I can listen to their songs every day. I love Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is one of my, if not my favorite rapper, at least one of. And he's a piece of shit to me. Future too. Love them though. Love the music. Love the music. Love it. But okay. Megan Thee Stallion is wasting these people's fucking time, y'all. Every time I look at the court case, and I want y'all to know, I'm gonna tell you, I'll be watching Armand Wiggins because I like Armand is hilarious. Okay, no, I can tell a story like he can. But bitch, let me tell you something. Megan is wasting these people's time. She wasting her own money and our time. Poe Milagro, even though I don't really give a fuck about her neither because I don't know her, but she wasting her look. That's a simple woman. She got 40,000 followers. You wasting her money and her time. But it's all Tori's fault. But same token, I'm holding everybody accountable because that's what the fuck I do. Megan Thee Stallion is being vindictive. Sidebar, y'all know I ain't making a Aquarius, and Aquarius is the opposite sign of a Leo. What y'all be saying about Leo people is actually what Aquarius people do. The difference is Aquarius are more quiet. They're more unsuspecting. So you don't think it's them until you really like have to see it with your own eyes. But them motherfuckers act up a lot. And Megan the Stallion is an Aquarius, and she is definitely being very vindictive, very, very, very vengeful, very girl, cat, catty, 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 catty. How you get on the stand, accuses girl of defamation, and then in the cross examination, tell the whole courthouse that you were doing to Milagro what she was doing to you. How are you going to court with literally no fucking proof that she defamed you? She didn't say anything, right? That somebody else hasn't said before her or that can't be verified. Now, it's not the court, the case is not done. So I can't veer one way or another because I'm not there. Number one. Number two, I'm not a jury. I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not paying attention to the case day by day. I'm just picking up on the small information that I am getting. And they haven't really, I don't think they really delved deep into the fake sex tape that was basically promoted by Milagro. That's the main issue in which they are at they at court for. But there's like no proof though, bro. Like there's no proof of anything else. And even with the fake sex tape, she didn't, I don't think she posted that. And there's been some good points being brought up. Like, why is Megan Thee Stallion only, why is she only suing this girl? When other people are out. DJ Academics is right there. He hate her. And I'm just like, I'm now, don't get me wrong again. Like I said, I never give celebrities the benefit of the doubt most of the time. Very indifferent, impartial, don't care. But I had a little higher hopes than Meg. A little higher hopes for that, for Meg. I did. I wouldn't think that she would be so catty. And to do it again in the stupidest way. You are in court and you just being belligerent with the fucking lawyer and just talking crazy, acting like you don't know what the hell is going on. You trying to play on people's tops because you really mad at this girl. And it's okay to be mad. I get it because I would be mad too if a bitch was moving like her towards me. First of all, I ain't taking you to court. I'm finna somebody. Be quiet. I ain't gonna say what I. God told me hush. I ain't gonna say it. But some of y'all, you know where I'm going. If we ain't finna go to court, waste my goddamn money and my time. Bitch, I don't give a fuck how cute I am, how much I serve. Cause Meg be serving, girl. Girl, that purple outfit she had on the other day, motherfucker. Fine. She know she be looking good now. But waste of time. Waste of time. Just a waste. Just a waste of time. Waste of time. But y'all, Candy and Todd getting divorced, and it's just a lot going on. I can't talk about all of this stuff. I want to be talking all day long. But I did want to talk about them kids jumping that lady and her children, her child. I don't know how many children were hers. I just saw the little boy. It was awful. Um, I don't know. These are not little kids though. These are middle schoolers, soon be ninth graders, right? These are children around my own daughter age. My daughter's 13. And all I could just think about is I am in Georgia. This is a carry state. You think I'm finna let some preteens and teenagers stomp my head? And I don't even want to think about harming children. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to get that dark. But do you really think If they was anywhere where it was licensed to carry, and if the mom actually carried, how terrible that could have ended. All because, really, what? Y'all want to be Billy badasses. This is my problem with black people. Why we want to be so bad? Why we want to be so tough? Why we want to be so hood? Why? Who the fuck is that serving? It's one thing to come from the hood because you ain't got no choice. Most people who are from the hood, they don't want to be from the hood. So why the fuck do people always, and then, but on the same tip though, some people from the hood, they glamorize it too. But it's like, why do we as a people, black people, want that for ourselves? Like, what is that? What is that? Is it we are so anti-white that we think we have to be bad because they're good? What is the mindset? Right? Because I come up with my own ideas and I talk about these things in this book. But I would love to hear what other people be having to say because what else is it? We that anti-white that we have to be bad. We gotta prove them right. There's some things that white people do that it's not bad. We can do that. We can go to therapy, grief counseling. We can eat healthy. We can do Pilates. We can do all the things that they do that's healthy and good and fine. It's not white people shit. And even if it is, it shouldn't just be exclusive to them if it's wellness involved. You get me? And a lot of y'all will exclude anything pertaining to wellness, even if it's mental, even if it's just not doing certain things that we deem to be black. We can just stop doing that shit and correlating it to ourselves. Anyway. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm tired, y'all. It is 8:22. I just did a full work shift at my job. Came home, had to clean up after my cat. And I'm so tired. I want to talk some more, but it ain't gonna be today. I'll see y'all on the next one. Love you. Bye.